Welcome everybody again to a brand new video. We are
Aliens in the Sky.
I'm Sky,
I am Alien.
and today Alien has a little surprise topic for me.
We're talking about, I don't know these streamers, so I think one of them goes by Kenneth and the other one goes by Kat. I don't know their names. Don't ever ask me anything.
Yeah.
But one of these people was fucking on their cousin.
Wow. I don't know where to begin.
And we're gonna figure out which one.
Which one?
Which one? As if like once the shit starts playing, we're not gonna tell.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so guys, we're just hopping right into it. I'm going in blind. I don't know anything about the topic. And so I'm ready for this fucking shit show, because what the fuck? How is this?
I was at work and my mouth was just like,
And so I'm waiting. I hope I get the same
I
reaction.
said, what happened?
So let's get right into it, guys.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on.
Catalina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished.
The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Boy, I feel like we should not be in this group chat at all. But while
What have you noticed so far?
What have I noticed?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's telling her story.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got nothing. What should I have already picked up on something?
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude.
So much.
Because it's the fact that, like, okay, so we just made our video with Poetic Flacco talking about the Yee situation, right?
Yeah.
And so we were talking about, like, false allegations and, like, I don't think the other girl was doing that, but this girl,
Yeah.
for sure, dude.
Mhm.
Because, like, she was talking about, like, all right, she said, like, he forced himself on her.
Yeah.
And, like, she was trying to make her voice sound shaky and, like, she's crying while her face moved nowhere. It did absolutely
Dude,
nothing. Like, girl, you're
gotcha.
just acting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, you're fucking so crazy with it. Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like I can like kind of explain a little bit of why,
Mhm.
but like it's because like I have borderline personality disorder, so we have like kind of recognition senses in our brain where it's
Mhm.
like, well, we put two and two together. Like someone with personality disorder, like if you have a straight face, like we can basically detect like 20% of like, oh, like you reacted some way towards us but you didn't even notice it type shit. And so we
Wow.
can tell like, oh, like it's a whole thing,
Wow.
but it's like an actual study.
Interesting.
I am here, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, damn it. Just a few days ago, streamer K Verts was brutally, and I do mean brutally, exposed for cheating on her boyfriend Kenneth with her cousin. Now, if you thought that situation was messy and it ended there, K Vertes came to the internet and decided
Just
to respond
wild,
to her
bro.
ex Kenneth, making wild, and I do mean wild allegations about him physically assaulting her, putting hands on her, and essaying / graping her. And just as I was gearing up to make a response video about that entire thing, Kenneth came back to the internet at 5 a.m. You can see the bags in my eyes to respond and blasted her out the water, claiming that she was a fraud. And now, as the community's leader in unemployed news, I am here to break it down with you all because this is messy, this is disgusting, and it's proving why all of this should have never gotten to the internet in the first place. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. Kverse starts this monologue off by taking accountability for all of her actions. And by accountability, I do mean this new age Gen Z version of what accountability is.
I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. He even forced himself on me at one point. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you.
She doesn't go into any real detail. She just provides a word salad around the word accountability in total. She leaves it very vague and ambiguous. And even in her further telling of what she didn't do in the relationship with her cousin and with Kenneth, she leaves out the things that she did do.
First, I want
Yeah, sorry. Do you have anything to say?
So now with this information you giving me, I'm fucking analyzing the fuck out of her now.
Dude, because like you're telling me, first of all, let's scratch the fact that like you fucked your cousin. This is the only reason why we're talking about anything, right?
Yeah.
But like it's the fact that like how do I explain this? Okay.
You got this.
Like you're telling us, like you're mentioning this, like you're with your cousin, that all of this stuff happened because you were in an abusive relationship. So you had to go like it just doesn't make sense. Like, you know,
It's such
and
a weird excuse.
true. And then you're gonna start off the apology with like, I'm sorry for hurting you, and then you like he forced himself on, like it just doesn't make any fucking sense, girl. I would not be apologizing to someone who forced herself. Like,
yeah,
you know what I
right?
mean? I wouldn't have fucking sympathy for this person. Actually, this person should go dye their hair. But
Right.
take out the hair part.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you're saying my deepest apologies to my ex who I hurt. Like, bitch, actually, no. Like, actually, you did, like, let's say, hypothetically, you had to go fuck your cousin because this man did this shit to you.
Gun to my head.
But, like, gun to your head, like, you had to. Like, bitch, I'm not coming out here regardless of him exposing me.
Yeah.
If I'm like, well, all this bad shit was happening and that's why I did this, I'm not saying sorry then. Like, I would never fucking say sorry. Like, yeah, actually, bitch, yeah, die with that shit.
Yeah.
Be mad about that shit, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, I'm standing 10 toes down on that. I would not be apologizing.
Yeah.
So the fact that you are apologizing is just fucking insane. And then you're like, I'm sorry, but let's also, it's like that, I won't say names here, but it's like when I was with that person from that band,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept on trying to be like, we're both horrible people. And it's like, bitch, I never did what you did to me.
Oh.
I'm not a horrible person. I kept on asking you, like, what's the problem? What's this? What's that? Like I wanted to fix things if we could, and you would never give me like a straight answer.
Yeah.
But you would sit there and blame me, and then you got mad at me for having a reactionary, like, you know,
Yeah.
reaction trauma or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like that's a whole different thing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
But that's not this.
No, definitely not.
Like, that's not this, dude. Anyway, let's go on.
I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done.
The only way that her face is not moving and why she's not expressing anything is because she probably, like, the only thing could be like Botox, right?
Whoa.
So
Right.
Kenneth, if you would like to come out and answer that question, she has Botox.
Yeah, I don't see it.
We would still see tears coming down
Yeah, I
if
don't
she
see
was
it.
actually
Yeah, I
sad.
don't
But
see it.
sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that
I
are
like
being
your
spread
hair.
about me on the internet.
She claims that there was no sort of schmexual interactions outside of her relationship. And she claimed that this wasn't something that happened months ago. She claims that it was a recent incident. She claimed a lot of stuff that this wasn't, but she never explicitly said exactly what it was. Okay, granted, we got this off the table. You did not have any sort of penetrative interactions with your family member. I think that that's totally fine and dandy. But what exactly did happen? What are you apologizing for? What went on between you and your cousin from your specific POV?
I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did.
So, can I say something before you say
Yeah.
something? So, I'm getting thrown into this world, right, out of nowhere, and she's apologizing,
Yeah.
and I still don't know like how this is leading up to her sleeping with her cousin.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, she's just like, so this guy came out, was like, I broke up with this girl because she cheated on me with her ex, or on
her-
her,
with-
yeah,
with her
I think I
cousin.
said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With me with her cousin.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so then she makes a new response. He goes into it basically
Yeah.
about PR.
Okay.
She went out to a PR crisis team, and this is what basically they advised her to do.
Is that right?
Yeah. He'll get into it basically.
Okay.
But like this whole video has like she never mentions like who she cheated on him with
Oh.
and type shit, but she's just like saying like, oh, all these bad things is what led to me cheating. But she's not mentioning that. Like no one gives a fuck about you cheating. It's because of the cousin shit.
So the cousin shit is real.
Yeah. And she's trying to like,
Oh wow, kind of like wave it away.
yeah, like let's not talk about this. Let's just focus. It's like dishonesty or
Yeah.
like, starting an argument with bad faith. That's what they would tell us whenever we would go
Right.
to like whatever podcast, right? Like, oh, you're just here on bad faith, and it's like, bitch, like I'm literally a fucking weirdo. You could look at me and think I'm fucking weird, but I give you a weird answer, and now you're telling me I'm bad faith. Like, let's use our brains. You know what I
Crazy,
mean?
yeah.
So, but she's genuinely doing bad faith because she knows everyone is like, this is disgusting. Your cousin,
Yeah.
your family member, your cousin, and then you're gonna come out here saying, "Oh, it's the cheating that everyone is upset
Yeah,
about."
yeah, that's what I'm gonna address.
Yeah. So
It's
she never like actually talks about like, oh,
Hmm.
the reason why it's my cousin type stuff, blah blah blah. But she already has previous stuff that was already online
Hmm.
of her explaining that she started liking her cousin at a very young age. We'll get to that, right?
What?
Yeah. So I was gonna ask because I almost forgot for a second, like why I even pause, right?
Yeah.
So when I was telling you about like this person cheating on their ex with their cousin, be honest with me, did you think like I was talking about a male cheating on his like female girlfriend with his cousin,
Yeah.
or were you thinking like it would be a girl?
You know, to be honest, I was thinking like it was more of a male thing,
Kevin Gates type shit.
Kevin Gates type shit.
Yeah.
But obviously, like women can do it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we naturally go to males because they
yeah,
do it more often, I guess. Or
yeah.
it just seems like something a guy
I
would do.
because it's like because guys are like, you know, we gotta get this done, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll fold like a lawn chair because my cousin will be looking good as fuck sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how they think. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that for me, bro. But I feel like that would happen. But obviously, like it could go either way with no matter the gender or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but can I ask you another question?
Go ahead.
It is gonna be
It's gonna be crazy question.
it's gonna be a little wild, right?
Okay, go ahead.
But like, have you or do you know anyone who's ever experienced like having a crush or something with their family
with their
member?
family member. So this is a experience from a friend. Okay, it's not me. I'm kidding. Um,
You're kidding?
yeah, no, I'm kidding. Like, it's not me at all.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess from like my experience is that I don't think that any, at least from my family, it's never been like any weird shit like that.
Mhm.
But it has been where it's like, oh, we find out like years later that, oh, this person was your cousin.
Mm,
But I met this person when I was a kid,
yeah,
and maybe when I was a kid I thought the girl was pretty,
yeah.
you know, because
But
like,
did it was like did your family know that they were your cousin already
so my
or?
my my mom technically knew, but she
Mhm.
didn't tell me,
Mm,
and I didn't tell my mom, oh, I think she's really pretty.
yeah,
I would just have it in my head like, oh, that's a really beautiful girl,
yeah.
but like we'd be the same age,
Okay.
but we'd be kids, and then years later she'd be like, oh, that's actually my aunt's, it's like a really long distance cousin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, um interesting. But if like I was a grown person and I knew, like, bro, like, what the fuck, no, you know what I mean? I don't care, because I'm not gonna lie, like, some of my family does look really attractive, you know
Yeah.
what I
I
mean?
think everyone
Y-
feels that way about
yeah.
like other people in their family.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, nothing wrong with that, but I'm not out here being like, damn, she's looking good as fuck right now, bro. Like, if she came up to me, if I had the chance, bro,
I
like,
don't even give a fuck
fuck
if we're
yeah,
cousins,
we're
bro.
folding, you know what I mean? And
If I can raise her up, we're doing like the fly
yeah, the
hands.
fly hand, dude. So yeah, that's as far as I go. So I don't know if you were trying to catch me in some crazy shit,
No,
but
I just was asking.
yeah.
The reason why I asked like whether you knew that they were cousins or not is because like personally like I had a lot of family members whenever I lived in New Jersey, like surprise surprise, like basically every black person out there is like family. um is like literally like family, like it's traumatizing at this point, at
Yeah.
least for me. Because like most people they think like, oh, you're a raccoon, you don't want to date black people, and it's literally not that. Usually I will talk to a black person if I think they're from Africa directly, because if they're from America, it always turns out that we're family. And so when I lived in New Jersey, I lived on the street and we knew for sure like these people like way down were our family.
Yeah.
But like as the years went on and on and on, all the black families that were already there, like we when we moved there, they were already there. And as the years went on and on and on, we just found out that every single black family on that street was like our family. I became friends with a girl around the block, and like she would come over, sleep over, hang out all the time. And then one day, her and my dad were talking and they found out that they were family. So obviously, now she's my family, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for me, it's traumatizing because I'm like, ooh, we might be cousins.
It's a risk.
Yeah, and like it's like to a point that like my brother and my mom are actually cousins, but they're not blood cousins. They're cousins by like marriage or
Yeah.
whatever. So, but that didn't happen. It wasn't like, oh, my mom got pregnant, da da da, thought that, they were
Yeah.
gonna be cousins or whatever. It didn't happen till like way, way years later. Like my brother's aunt got married to my mom's cousin like a couple years ago, or a few, like about 5 to a decade
Yeah.
years now. And but now they're cousins type shit. But if we're talking about like like real family type shit,
Yeah.
when I was real young,
Yeah.
I had the biggest crush on my one family member. His name was Andre. And I would be trying to cuddle him up at church.
Oh wow.
But like I'm a grown ass person now, and that shit's gone.
God. Yeah. No, because when you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, whoa, like,
And I was going through abusive stuff, so I think that's even more so. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, cause like I said, like when I was a kid, I would think these girls are really beautiful and I was like attracted to them,
Mhm.
but I didn't know they were my cousins.
Yeah.
And it's like you're just a little
Oh, I
kid.
know he was my cousin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
then it's kind of different then, I guess,
Yeah.
ain't it?
Yeah, my family would make fun of me about it. And that's
Yeah.
when I learned, like, oh, that's not, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not a good behavior to have, I
Yeah.
guess, if they're coming to me. And, like, at first they were like, oh, like, it's acting like it's cute. But then, like, also telling me at the same time, like, it's gross, like your
Yeah.
family type shit.
Yeah.
So basically corrected pretty early.
Yeah.
But this is crazy.
But because she's a grown ass woman,
She's a grown ass woman and it's still happening.
that's weird.
Dude, we're gonna have to get to text messages for you to be like, who?
Oh, dude, I can't
But our
wait.
relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem.
She denies pieces of the incident, but never tells the entire interaction and story.
I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my
to the
life.
cousin.
Yeah,
And I'm with you.
dude,
The internet
yeah.
can take things and interpret things in their own way. So it is very important to clear up those
my
specific
God.
parts, but you still leave a gap so that people can, fill
Said,
in the pieces
yeah,
if they so choose. So
cousin.
you apologize for
Swear.
something, but you never explicitly say
we never
exactly
get
what
there.
happened.
Honestly,
And that's why even
I
today
imagine,
people
like,
are
the,
still saying that this is
The
cap, that's
Rock
cap,
with
the
his,
third and
like,
fourth. That
eyebrow,
vague
like,
apology
lifted up,
matters
like,
the most
yeah.
because the rest of the video isn't even really about exposing the scandal. It's almost like she wanted to brush right past that real fast, do her best Barry Allen impression, speed right past it, so she can get to calling out anybody and everybody that is attached to this scandal.
First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help
Like, your face
for
isn't
myself
moving.
and for all my loved ones around me. I know
This is
I've done
such a
wrong.
weird apology.
I
Like,
fucked
we
up,
haven't got
and
any,
I'm taking
like,
time away to seek professional
expressions.
help in order to
It's
correct my
literally just
mistakes,
straight face.
reflect on what I've done,
No
and become a
sadness,
better
no
person.
excitement,
But I
no,
would still
like,
like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name, and I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the
This is where I believe K Verts messes up. Again,
Wow,
your
what an
family
edit.
doesn't agree with the choices that you made, but you never explicitly explain the choices that you made. She's going to try to tie in Snow Cone's allegations about family disowning her. She's leaving out big chunks that still give people a bunch of pause.
Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly.
You have something to say?
Dude, I am shocked.
Yeah.
I am shocked, dude.
I'm distracted by
Mm.
her curl just being in front of her face like that.
I thank you. I thought I was tripping.
It just looks like a big ass
Cheeto?
Cheeto. Yeah, dude.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing, and I was like, Skylock, kid.
It's like literally she's blocking like basically her whole face, because like her hair on the sides is already like it has so much volume that it's like kind of covering for the most part, and then she has like the bangs,
Yeah.
and so it's like her whole face is like covered. um you're giving, it's just not giving sincere, it's giving more so like you care about your looks more than whatever you came out here to talk about,
You're
you know what I
giving
mean?
such a young Dawn take right now.
Not even.
It's the hair.
No, because young
It's the hair.
the hairline.
The hairline.
Let's analyze your
Yeah.
hairline. Actually,
As we zoom in.
we zoom in. We're like, your hairline is why you're
You're
acting like this.
this.
Actually, it's because it's full right now. You got all the confidence in the world,
So crazy.
young dong. Anyway, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's just like it's blocking her face, and it's just like I'm not an expert at like body psychology or whatever,
Yeah.
but like I think subconsciously that might be like you're hiding your face because you're trying to hide like your real emotions,
Yeah.
and so the more that you can kind of like mask it like physically or even internally, but if you can do it physically, then it's even easier for you to say these words because it's like you're not really seeing it, you know?
Yeah. You know, if we're diving that deep, yeah. Because
Yeah.
human psychology is like that.
Yeah.
Like we do little shit like that, you know. And
Yeah.
sometimes like it's not even conscious.
Yeah.
It's just that we
Because
just
like
do that.
if I'm thinking about from her perspective, like you're coming out and like I'm wearing a little wig like right now, right? So I
Yeah.
can put it in front of my face like this. Like like it's like you can tell that it's covering your face. You can see it. You can
Yeah.
feel it. And so therefore you're just like it subconsciously it just doesn't make you feel like you have to connect and like you can close off because like in your head you're like, oh well, I'm not being seen anyway type shit,
Yeah.
you know? It's a weird thing, it's a weird thing that
I
I'm picking
agree.
up on.
While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that
But
somebody's
I feel
personal
like
struggle
if she was like showing more of her face, she would be more expressive.
For sure.
with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and
And it's
cruel.
not just
While I've been
because
off the
like
net, it was brought to my attention
it's
that the
blocking it
streamer
right now. I
Snowcone
think it's because it would
made
be
up a
forcing
false
her
rumor
to
that I
actually
admitted
show
myself
that she's
into a
sad.
suicide facility
True.
in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend.
Now, while the call logs with her family members don't really prove or disprove anything that either Snowcone or K Verts is saying about, you know, the relationship dynamic with the family, the discharge papers, the images from the hospital, and all those things should be pushed back to the allegations that Snowcone made. Snowcone claimed that all of this stuff was fake and false, and that she had a bunch of voice notes, but never really provided anything for fear of legal threats from the family members or from K-Verts or from somebody. And it may have been against YouTube's TOS, Twitch's TOS. So she decided to omit that. But with that being said, when K-Verts came to the internet and dropped her receipts, you know, it may have cleared up any drama relating to any false, you know, ending of a life narrative. narrative. Now take note as the way that this whole video is structured, which part she puts in front of which, when she decides to prove, claims with evidence and when she does not, because this next part that becomes deeper and darker is very, very important. It's very, very important how she decided to lay it out. It's very, very important what she decided to include, because this is the portion claims that Kenneth, her ex, took advantage of her.
The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Now, this is the part where I want to make it very clear. We are no longer on addressing any of the allegations when it comes to her sleeping with a family member, having a relationship that was more romantic with a family member. We are well beyond that. We are at the unearthing of the deep and dark traumas in their relationship as a whole. K Verts came to this video to not clear her name, because in my opinion, there hasn't been the best job of doing so. Even taking accountability. I wouldn't say that that's the case either. But with a whopping 8 minutes left into the video, she says that Kenneth is putting hands on her, is verbally, physically, and mentally abusing her.
There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal. But what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't.
That is deep, that is heavy, that is a serious, and I do mean serious allegation that, I can't take lightly on this channel. Now, again, so far it is speculation. It is he say, she say. When we get into Kenneth's response a little bit later, he will have a counter to that same exact incident. But oh my, that is... wow. This video made Kenneth's video quickly look less about some sort of betrayal situation that happened, but more of a response to actions that happened in their relationship. I know that sounds crazy, but these kids are seemingly going through it as told by K Verts, and now everything is out in the open. And it's just up to us as a community to kind of understand or unpack what's going on. It's disgusting. And for what it's worth, this should not be on the internet. K Verts didn't prove everything that she said in this video, but she did make it harder to believe that Kenneth's video was the entire truth. But see, this is why Kenneth's response video matters so much. K Verts changed the entire narrative in a singular video. It came less about her and her relationship with her cousin and more about the relationship that her and Kenneth had, the toxic one, the alleged abusive one, the one that, experienced a ton of trauma. And while there were gaps, people were moving in a different direction when this video came out. But as soon as Kenneth decided to respond, he is acknowledging that some of these things are true, but there are so many missing pieces to the puzzle that she isn't putting out there, and it's not gonna make her look any better in the light.
Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes. I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime.
So we could finally
me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive.
One thing I do want to note in this conversation,
just say I'm not getting
K
good vibes
Verts
from
has
this
been
guy.
labeled as this cousin smasher, and for what it's worth, I think that was pretty much everybody's takeaway from the original video that Kenneth did put out on the internet.
Sure.
But in
I'm already not getting good vibes from this guy, because he's the kind of being like, the kind of vibes he's giving me, he's like, oh man, shut the F up, you B word,
Yeah.
and talking all this shit, and just like the way he's just talking, and like how like the attitude he has makes me feel like, oh bro, he like, this is just an assumption, all right, man.
Yeah.
So if I'm wrong, and I'll admit
Dude,
that.
I'm on no one's side.
Okay,
I just can clock that she's full of shit, but like I'm not going to also deride on him because what he's doing is also weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Go off.
Yeah, because I'm purely pacing on vibes. What he's giving me is that kind of guy where it's like when you do have a girlfriend, like you treat them like shit,
Yeah.
and then when they go off and run, whenever it's a messy breakup, you're like, oh well, she did this and she did that, and like he basically blames everything on her, and I'm like, I held it down and all this shit, and I don't know, it kind of gives me like kind of loser vibes because it's only like real losers who like have a girlfriend
Yeah.
and they mistreat them like
Yeah.
horribly.
But like, do you think like one, like he's probably acting this way because she cheated and that's why? So it's not like a whole like really, it could possibly be like not a whole relationship type thing dynamic.
Well, I think first of all, like she's bad because of what she did or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I also feel like he was bad. That he didn't necessarily push her to. Who's pushing someone to sleep with their cousin, bro? I don't think that's even possible.
Dude, go
But,
off.
but like
Hmm.
they were. This is just assumption
Yeah.
based because it is he said she said type shit.
Yeah.
I think they were both just really toxic, really bad.
Yeah.
And if he's like reacting like that in his own little safe space in his room, recording a video like we're doing right now,
Yeah.
bro, imagine when he's in front of her.
Well, it's because like she was she was cheating on him in his home. Like she was taking pictures of herself and everything in his bed.
Oh, we haven't
for
gotten to that
his-
part.
I don't know.
know this shit.
I don't know if like they actually get into that
Okay, I don't
this
know.
is like the second part
Dude,
of the thing that we were like, yeah.
I don't know any of this.
Yeah. So but no. Like you answered a question that I was gonna ask, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna ask you like, how do you feel? I guess, but you already said it.
Yeah.
But like Young Dawn, and I believe Abba and Preach. I'm trying to figure out who else that I was watching. Maybe it's even Omizi that was talking about like how they thought it was really weird. Especially Young Don. Young Don was talking about how he thought that it was like super fucking weird of how like this guy is moving. You know what I mean? Because like Young Don, so like I said, most people at this point have two videos about this situation. Because the initial part came out where he was like the Kenneth guy that we just saw on screen. He came out and he was like, "This girl cheated on me. Here's all the evidence that I have. Here's what that happened. This is what went down." Da da da. And now this is her response, but like her response, he responded to her response like almost immediately, so that's why we're getting those two responses in this video. So it's a whole thing that's missing. But Young Don was just saying like he like in the other video, in the first initial video, like him dropping the video was weird to Young Don. And then the fact that like how he's moving, how he's like taking her phone and screen recording the stuff that she would send and all this other stuff, that's weird. Young Don was saying like how I was telling you earlier, breaking it down to you earlier, how he has like misogyny still in him still. And so he was just talking about like a lot of like using this situation to kind of talk about like the hidden misogyny that he still has inside, even though he's like trying to deconstruct. Because like, okay, I was watching also Astro Dior, and he was talking about this situation, and the black guy Kenneth hasn't came up yet and talked about how like the girl used to force him to drink or whatever.
Mm.
But Young Don and Ashel were both like, what the fuck do you mean she forced you to drink?
Right.
Like, you're a grown-ass man. Like, what do you mean this girl forced you to drink type shit?
Yeah.
But it's misogyny. And so I guess, like, how do you feel about what I just said? Like, do you, like from everything that's happening, from the way that he's moving so far and da-da-da, like, do you think, like this is bitch made, like, you know what I mean, type shit?
So that's what I was telling you earlier, where it's like, it's loser activity.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way like I guess like you could be upset if somebody cheated on you, right?
Yeah.
Like you have every right to be or whatever if like you're in a relationship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if because okay, let me preface it by saying I didn't know about this whole taking photos at his room and his place and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
okay, if you're throwing a temper tantrum through that, justified.
Yeah.
Right? That's fucking wild to do. But I didn't know that. So I thought he was just moving weird because their shit ended and he's still bitter and sad about it.
Yeah.
And I guess there is a kind of a way to do it, but I don't know, just the way he was going about it just kind of made me feel like I'm like, oh, you're one of these kind of guys. You know what I mean? Cuz like I know people like that, bro. Like I know and have met hundreds of people. Not hundreds, it's a little wild.
Well, okay, let me be like devil's advocate. You know how I was breaking down that video for you earlier where I was like telling you like the guy and that one girl, and she was like, she had her roster and then she found out that he had his own roster.
Yeah.
And then she saw like all the people that he was into, and it's like fat people.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, hold on.
Right.
Does that mean I'm fat?
Yeah, what does that say about me?
So like, what if like this situation, why the reason why he's moving like this is because like he's having that like, what does this say about me moment?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because he got cheated with
like
the
your cousin
yeah.
is better than me, your family member.
Yeah.
You'd rather fuck on and cheat on.
Well, when you put it like that, it is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy, but I gotta say this though.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's bitch made because sorry for that word. I still think it's fucking whack.
Bitch
made. I still think it's whack because I'm putting myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
If my girl cheated on me with a cousin, I'd be like, you have issues.
Yeah.
Like it's not me.
Yeah.
Like you have issues.
Yeah.
Because if you cheated on with Joe Schmo over here, I'd be like, damn. First of all, like, you're obviously not loyal.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. No, if you cheated on your cousin, you have mental issues.
Yeah.
Like I think you need help.
Yeah. That's what Young Don said.
Yeah. Oh, okay then.
Yeah,
Young Don, dap me up right now.
Young Don, Album, Preach, Astro, like literally everyone that I have, like they're like as soon as she says that, I'm leaving her because she has mental issues.
Okay. Yeah. Do you dap me up for that, or is that wild? All right, fuck yeah.
His response to the entire situation, he doesn't make it explicitly clear that there was any sort of penetrative intercourse going on. He talks about things that were, going around the event that were more schmexual, like sending explicit pictures, doing things that were probably a little bit too close to home and comfort and stuff like that. If I'm recalling correctly, Kenneth never explicitly said in his first video that they had any sorts of penetrative schmexual intercourse. It's always been, kind of like a fill in the blank type of situation with onlookers. So like I said earlier, the narrative is totally shifted from if she had sexual interactions with her cousin to who was more abusive in the relationship. And Kenneth is trying to get in front of that narrative and let the world know that while he did play some sort of part in this, it is totally on her. That the toxicity is not one-sided at all.
Bro, there were so many times where I tried to get away from you But literally at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, you know, and then like, bro, like, I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret every—
Like, I hate how you're trying to make it seem like you was trapped in here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I fought demons to leave your ass, bro. I fought fucking demons to leave you, nigga. I was fighting demons, bro. Everybody that knows me knows that you like manipulated me, and I was fighting demons. I tried leaving several times, bro. Several times, but each time I tried to leave.
Okay, compared to Abba and this guy, right?
Yeah.
Who was more believable that they tried to leave?
Abba, bro.
Like, this man just said he probably was like, bye, and just stood there.
He said, I was fighting demons, bro. I like it with the little Spider-Man in the background and the little Mario, bro. What the fuck?
As he says that he was fighting demons.
It was Kenneth. Please, I'm about to manipulation, bro. Like, it's just like, bruh.
Kenneth attempts to squash any narrative that she and him stayed because this was a first love trauma bond type of situation. He's stating that the reason why they even continued the relationship is because anytime that he would try to leave, she would threaten some sort of self-harm, which the claim can be substantiated by her previously stating that she checked into some sort of mental facility because she was going to self-harm herself. Self-harm isn't something that is... Self-harm can come in situations and instances of great trauma, like, I don't know, being exposed on the internet, but this is also something that could have been a part of a past situation or scenario. This is something that she's gone to before. And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, especially most of us who have dealt with relationships in our younger days. This is the exact same type of toxic energy that people have displayed beforehand. And it's just nasty that this is all being aired out in the fashion that it is. So it's good that Kenneth is not denying any sorts of toxicity in the relationship. Hell, he's even talking about how he may have played a part in some of it. And we'll get to that in 2 seconds. But what he is vehemently denying is any sort of physical abuse that he played parts in.
He even forced himself on me at one point.
Say wallahi. Yo, hold on.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as—
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never drank or smoked in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a time, she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo shop or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and 2 girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every fucking time she seen me, bro. Because she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that shit, bro. Like, I just don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with smoking or drinking, but, you know, I just thought, you know, she's my ex or whatever. At the time, she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with her. But I never did that shit just to do it, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
A girl?
an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would punch things, my nigga. I've never punched shit. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I want to see the
early
hole
back in the
in
day,
wall,
I did have like slight anger
yeah,
issues
dude, I
or
want to
whatever,
make sure
but I would
he's
never
a
touch
Kyle.
her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like, she's every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talks about this shit. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up
Like,
again
wouldn't
to
you
make
take
me
a
look
picture
bad?
of
Like, we're not forgetting the fucking
'cause she
bucket
said
list,
she'd
bro.
be
We're not
taking
forgetting
pictures
how
of
you
everything.
fucking cheated on me with your cousin.
Kenneth is not hiding from
see
any
that?
of these
The
admissions
bucket
or
list?
proof that K-Verts is bringing to the
No.
table, but he is claiming that they are all out of context. The
An outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like, she's every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talked about this shit. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like, we're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro. We're not.
Okay, this is the bucket
So
list.
this is the bucket list that she supposedly has with her cousin. And so it says, not video on face,
Yep.
eat off body, SUO tape, head videos, hand handy and spitting in mouth,
handcuffing,
a
pod
tripod,
video, public quickie.
and movie. So I guess like them doing stuff in a movie theater.
Yeah. Wow.
And you have all this with your cousin?
Damn. No, like seek help.
Seek
Seek help.
Like,
He said, bro, we're not forgetting about the fuck. Okay, let me just say this.
yeah.
Now that I'm getting more context,
Yeah.
like, bro, okay, maybe I painted you out to be wrong. A little bit too much, you know. Maybe I threw my hat out there way too far. I can see that this is maybe I say this to the end, but whatever, I'll say it right now.
Mhm.
Both of you guys were bad for each other. Like, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like, bad.
Like, this should have been over a while ago.
Yeah, very unhinged.
Like, let her have her cousin. That's what she wants. That's what she wants
Bro, we're
to
not
be.
forgetting
Let
how
her
you
have
fucking cheat on me.
That's
with
what she
cousin.
wants
Kenneth
to
is
be,
not
dude.
hiding from any of these admissions or proof
how are
that
you
K Verts is
that
bringing to the table, but he is claiming that they are all out of context. The letters are real, the messages are real, the anger issues are real, but to the
Am I
point of
supposed to
him
say no?
placing
They seem
hands
like
on
they
her,
love each
that's
other.
where he's
I know,
drawing the
that's
line.
why
Now we're
it's so
dealing with
crazy.
a context issue. Kenneth is saying that the evidence shows a toxic relationship, just
We
like
just
K
need one of
Vertes
them
is
to
saying.
get
But
sterilized.
Kenneth is saying that this doesn't prove
It's
that this
technically
is the
not
worst
illegal
version
as
of
long
him,
as,
one
like,
that can
someone
get
gets
him not just
sterilized,
packed up off of the internet, but also have him facing legal backlash and consequences as well. Now, I talked about how K Verts is doing her evidence giving structurally. Now it's time to take into note how Kenneth is breaking this down structurally. Granted, he is just going straight through the video, but I think it's important that he is, trying to downplay, diminish any sort of evidence that she is saying that it lacks context. Because so far, we haven't approached the biggest claim in the video with what seems to be the most damning piece of evidence that Kenneth forced himself onto her and that left her in the bedroom in a bloody mess.
So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, your period, that time of the month. You thought if I didn't do it, I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex.
Kenneth's biggest denial is
Thoughts.
Seek professional help.
Everyone or just her?
Her. I feel like bro was like simping.
Yeah.
Like bro was simping, right? And like that's not a mental illness.
Yeah.
What she's doing is a mental illness.
But why did he take pictures of this then? Like
Yeah.
she has a picture, right? Because
Yeah.
obviously, like, this is her kionk.
Yeah.
But like, why does he have these pictures? Because it doesn't sound like it's his. Like, you know what I mean? Type of stuff. So he's just trying it because it's like, oh, my girlfriend wants this, da-da-da.
Yeah.
So why are you snapping pictures of like this blood type shit, you know?
And you're asking me? Why?
Like, I'm just trying to figure out like
Why?
like
What the fuck?
like did you like, oh, I'm just gonna take a picture of this just in case she ever says anything? Like,
Yeah.
because like, first of all, if that was the case, then you probably shouldn't be fucking on someone like that if you're having those thoughts. And then you shouldn't, if that's the case on why like you even took these pictures, like, then you probably shouldn't have had sex with them on their period. So specifically for this reason of them being able to say like, oh, this happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in my head, I'm like, what's the purpose? And so that's why I'm asking you, like, what if, like, me bringing this attention to you, what do you think might be his reason of why he has these pictures? If it's if it, since we know for sure it's not his kink,
Yeah.
you know?
You okay, I'm gonna give logical reasons, I guess.
Go
'Cause
ahead.
I think he took photos of it because in his mind he was like, damn, this is weird, and look at all the fucking blood that's on the mattress. Like, I think he just took the photos because it was weird as fuck, and he was like, I'm just gonna take a photo of this because like this isn't normal, this isn't regular, but he was too like simped out. And he was like, damn, I'm in this situation.
It's pretty regular.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
People often do that while girls are on their periods.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, like no one's doing this type of shit. So it's like still in the back of my head, like, why are you taking
I'm
pictures?
trying to justify. I can't. I
I
can't.
can't
I
either.
can't do
Like,
it. I literally trying.
I actually started thinking about this situation before we even like started recording. But before I wasn't even thinking about this. I guess I'll wait till we get there, or if we only have 4 minutes left. So
That he
let's
did
see
not essay
before I
her,
get to
and he
this
did not take
theory I
advantage of her
have.
while she was drunk. The blood, in fact, is from a situation, different times in which Kat K. Verts would
Anyway, I
act.
can't hold back. We got 4 more minutes.
You're fucking hilarious.
My theory is that this is all fake, and that they're doing this so that they can get to Streamer You. Because, like, there's at a point where she's, like, texting him. And she's like, I'm sorry. Like, I need you, baby. Like, I'll do anything. You don't have to pay for my bills anymore. I'll be taking care of you. And I can get you into Streamer University. And like other people, like Young Don, Astral, Alba, da da da. Like, I'm not sure if 100% these people that I just said this, but I do think that Young Don did say this, that like she doesn't even know Kai Cenat to even get him into Streamer U. So what the fuck do you mean you're gonna get him into Streamer U?
Yeah.
So it's like something that clicked in my head before we even started like making this is like, what if they're mentioning that because they're trying to make this goal of like, oh, look at me, look what I'm suffering right now, isn't this crazy? Streamer You.
But do you think this would be good attention?
I think Kenneth is coming off on top, and it's not for her, so it's coming off for Kenneth on top. So maybe he's hoping like Kai Cenat's like,
So she's trying to put him on.
yeah, like they're in it together
Wow.
type shit.
Dude, if you're right, I'll pay you $100.
$100.
Because
Like,
that is the craziest tactic. But if she's loyal, she'd do that shit.
dude, Soldier Boy is trying to do some like weird shit too to get on Streamer U too. You know what I mean? Like, Soldier Boy is like trying to start beef and be like, don't invite DGD. Because if you invite DGD, I'm not coming. And I know
Oh
you
my
want
God.
me, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. Like,
Soldier Boy.
type shit. You know what I mean? And so, like, maybe this is just their way of thinking, like, this is how they can get in Streamer U. And she's willing to tear down her reputation. And then also he's okay with it because he's like, oh, I'm coming up on top. Like, if we can choreograph. I sound like the CIA.
No, for real.
This is how I be talking to Sky, dude.
I'm
He
letting
thinks
you-
I'm schizo.
I'm letting you cook, though. I'm letting you cook.
But like they're like, okay, I could take the representation damage, especially for this Kenneth guy, because it's like, okay, well, at the end of the day, everyone probably most likely thinks like, oh, this is all bullshit anyway. So this is how we can gaslight me getting into streamer you. So if we keep mentioning streamer you, maybe we will get there because like maybe he's hoping like Kaisenat's like, damn, this guy just like his girl just like cheated on him with her cousin. And then she tried to come out and end his shit. Like, you know what? Yeah, I think he does deserve this.
That was the ultimate lick. That is the ultimate lick. Okay, I promise you. If we see this fool on streamer, if we see him on,
You owe me 100. Everyone owes me 100.
I will owe you $100.
Flacco?
Yeah,
You owe me 100.
because that is the craziest theory. But it's also like, dude,
I don't put it past people.
I don't put it past people either. So I'm like, okay, I'll bet 100 on it.
Because like in my head, like whenever I first heard this, I was like, why are we mentioning streamer you? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
slipping it in there.
Like they literally like it just felt like it just came out of nowhere. Whenever they were mentioning it, whenever they were talking about like what she was saying in those text messages. So I'm like, I came up with some theories.
Let her cook.
But here, let's see if there's any
Ask
more
Kenneth to have schmexual
relevance to
relations
this,
with
and
her
then we'll
while she was on her period.
give our final
Now, there's no
thoughts.
100% proof of innocence on Kenneth's end right here. He just sprinkled in a little bit of he say, she say. Yes, a woman can like to have period schmex, but that doesn't discount the fact that somebody can also take advantage of her and force themselves onto her. K Vertes does have proof that there is blood on the floor, but Kenneth does have proof she is into this type of schmexual encounter. Not one that we are, shaming on this side. Now, sad as it is to say, there is not any definitive proof that can give one side or the other full clearance or freedom in this situation, but this is just what's been presented to us, and we have to report on it accordingly. What I will say in the portions in which I agree with Kenneth is that this entire story has now changed the entire narrative and conversation as to what we're talking about. No longer about the cousins, but more about the explicit toxic nature of this relationship. Look, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. While I am a fan of these types of stories from the messy and drama perspective, I'm not a fan of these types of stories from a fact-finding perspective. There was a lot, and I do mean a lot of evidence that was provided, but there were things that were so out of context that you have to even question the validity of these things. The paperwork about when she entered the mental facility is real, and those are things that are verifiable. I'm pretty sure you can call up the facility maybe and see if there's some sort of record of her being there. But the call logs with no timestamps about talking to your parents don't really connect and land to me. They're just set in a void. And this remains true for all of these text exchange, video snippets, photo snippets, and all these other things that have no timestamps, don't talk about the before and after and what happened surrounding the situation. They're just pieces of evidence that can support a narrative that isn't really clear for a bunch of people. We do know something that is very clear. We didn't get an explanation as to the cheating situation in totality. There are still so many gaps in there. And more importantly, this new piece
because they didn't talk about the cheating.
And more importantly, this new piece of narrative claiming that this relationship was OD toxic, and there was abuse and all this other stuff is now put to the forefront. Claims that are heavy. Claims that should not be taken lightly and hell, even placed on the internet, to be quite honest with you. And so now we have two sets of incomplete stories in which the internet will most likely run rampant with and say things that are totally out of pocket, out of character, and just run amok with. And all people really want to know is what happened with the cousin. But I'll do you one better. I'm going to grant both K Verts and Kenneth an opportunity to hop on a live stream, hop on a call, and really get to the bottom of this. I think what happens oftentimes with the internet is that people are allowed to talk at a camera without getting any sort of pushback,
I'm gonna give them the opportunity.
As far as answering
like,
questions.
yeah, they're
goes. That's how they
running
can
to
get
come to
their
your
ChatGPT
channel,
responses
bro.
off. That's how they can get their quote-unquote crisis
Bro
manager
thinks he's him.
responses off, which is another claim made about how Kat made her video. But I want to be that middle ground. I'm not saying they have to be at the same time. They can be at separate times. Or hell, they can be at the same time as well.
I promise you, they don't.
I want to help the community get to the bottom of this. So take this as an open invitation. Kenneth or Kat, please DM me. I will DM you. I've already DM'd Kenneth. I want to help the community get to the bottom of exactly what's going on by asking follow-up questions that can help, unearth what really happened between you two.
I want to help the community, he said.
Stop texting each other.
Bro said, I want to help the community. Please hop on. We need to answer these questions that everyone's. Bro, come on,
He's
just
a
say it.
relationship counselor.
Yeah, just
right
say
now.
it, bro. You want the views. You
Yeah.
want the juicy drama. You want the details.
And that's all I can do.
That's
Just laugh.
no.
That shit was funny as
That's
fuck. He said, "What
crazy.
is bro talking?"
I was
about?"
like, dude, we're recording this at 12:41 a.m. and I'm over here just using the last of my brain cells, and I was like, what did he just say? He locked in quickly. You know what? I'm just gonna say he is like being so courageous. Guys, you know what? I'm gonna give him the opportunity. Guys, hop on to my. I think we all need is a discussion.
I think that they could have their own private discussion
Bro.
if they really wanted it.
Bro wanted a Dr. Phil moment.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
conclusion time. So thank you for should I thank you for putting me onto that video? Cause like
It's such a hot mess.
it's so fucking crazy. And dude, like seek help. That's all I gotta say is seek help, professional help. Because this isn't normal behavior, man. And from what the receipts that we have, it's like, dude, like it wasn't looking cute. It wasn't looking cute at all. So I'm praying pray emoji
I'm
hands.
praying
I'm
for
praying
you.
for everyone involved.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers for everyone involved. Cause shit, bro, you got cheated on by their cousin. It's not your fault necessarily.
What Young Don was saying was like, I would like a Batman would have to beat this information out of me type shit.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And it's like true, because why are you posting your L's?
It's a huge L, but I gotta say this, man. Like I said, if it was me, if the shoe was on me and she cheated on me with the cousin, like I'm like, dude, she had problems, bro.
Yeah.
Like it had nothing to do with me. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like you can cheat on whatever from if you guys had this toxic relationship, but the fact that you cheated on her cousin, I don't know, man. Maybe this is a horrible take, but that says a lot about you.
What does it say?
That you're fucking sick, dude.
Oh.
You're fine. You said, "Aw, what the hell?" Like you're what? Like what are you trying to say? Aw, like damn it, we can't be with our cousins.
I feel like we're ripping into her too much.
Are we really?
Yeah.
You know what? Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Because just like we already established, like she might have mental health issues, and that's why she thinks it's okay.
Then can we rip into the other cousin who consented too?
The cousin,
The other guy. Cause that's fucking wild.
yes and no. Because I feel like we don't even know who he is. We just know that he's a cousin, but we don't know anything about like him, how old he is. Like if he's older than her, like 10 years older, then we know like he groomed her type shit.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But we don't know shit about him. We don't know which cousin this is. We don't know, like literally we don't know shit about him. So it's like it's kind of a slippery slope to be like, let's talk about this person who we haven't seen pictures of him. We don't know any information of him in order for us to start like digging into him type shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like it could very much well be like they're both just mentally ill, which are clearly, right?
Yeah.
But it could be like hers is more on the innocent side of just like I grew this crush, I never got over it type shit. Whereas for him, it could be like a grooming type thing, like
predator
oh
type
yeah,
shit.
like he saw that like she liked him, and he was like, I don't give a fuck that you're my cousin, I'm gonna take advantage of it because he's a fucking loser and never got anyone. Or it could just be like he's just like just like her, maybe they're the same age or something or whatever, and they both just have like a mental health issue going on that's just like it filters out the disgust for being with someone who's in your family type shit, you know? So I don't know because I don't know anything about him. All I can do is say whatever I know from her. And I just think it's super weird. I think the reaction is super weird of just like you didn't address any reason why,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like she didn't address at all like the reason why Kenneth or whatever came out and said anything about her.
Guys, that was kind of a hard watch, but there was some fun little gems on there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see if more unfolds. If what's the YouTuber we just watched? What's his name?
Omizi.
We'll see if Onizi gets his Dr. Phil moment, which was so fucking. Dude, come on, bro. That was so
He's stepping up to
unnecessary.
the plate.
That was so unnecessary.
Was that
bro.
cringy for you?
Okay, yeah, you said it for me. It was so cringy, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but like,
It's okay to be cringy.
Like, you think
I'm cringy. He calls me cringy all the time.
Oh, what? No, that's not fair. No, because I only call you cringy because you said it to me years ago. You're like, I don't cringe at things because I am cringe. But you said that the first year we met.
I am cringe.
So
And you keep telling me that I'm cringy ever since.
no, bro, I don't say that. So I just think bro thinks he's him, and he thinks he's him, and I'm like, okay, bro, I get it. Whatever.
You sound like a hater.
Dude, I'm not, but that was so weird, bro. How he was just like, guys, I think it's I'll give you guys the opportunity. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what the fuck? They don't even know who you are.
You know, I think they need Aiden Ross to come in and
Yes,
mitigate for
Aiden
them.
Ross, come in the chat.
Yeah.
And the thing that was more cringy to me is that like he was being dead ass about it. He wasn't being sarcastic like what we do. Like we're being a meme. We're doing a meme.
Oh, I'm serious.
Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm gonna freaking. But thank you guys for watching a new video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the channel. We post every Monday and Friday. And that's gonna be it for us tonight, guys. We need to go crash the fuck out because we got bills.
We've been crashing out all day.
We got bills to pay and work in the morning. So peace out.
Bye.
Yeah.